Hey everyone, so reading for today. And I actually first wanted to ask what was clearing for you. And the reason I wanted to ask this is I've been getting this really strong sense today that there is some clearing happening, especially around the heart space. And for some of you, what might be happening or what might come up, I really feel like over the next few days is that you might have this feeling kind of, especially in your heart, you know, that feeling you have when you feel hurt and it actually feels like pain. Um, Not physical pain, but that heartache, that heart pain that you feel. I kind of feel like that's what you might be experiencing. But the sense I was getting is that there is this kind of it's almost like you're being kind of guided and helped and pushed to open up your heart space, because your heart space has been quite blocked, and it's been blocked because you have experienced some kind of disappointment. And I feel a lot of frustration as well when it comes to what's happening with you and your counterpart and where your love life's actually going. So, and funnily enough, the heartache and loss card actually did come out. So I really feel there is going to be these kind of feelings, triggers that come up in you, but they are there to help you clear a lot of kind of hurt that I'm hearing stems from the past. But I kind of feel like this hurt, even though your counterpart has triggered it, it's something to do with your past way before your counterpart. So there's this hurt that you've been carrying and it stems from your past. So there might be this realization or this awareness that you have that there is actually some wounds that you do need to pay attention to, and you do need to open up to exploring how to work through them and finally release them. So that's the first thing that I was sensing, and actually was clarified by the cards as well. But what might happen is when you have these feelings and they come up for you, you might have this very strong temptation to act. And this could be to contact your person, to and even be quite snappy as well to other people, or make some really big drastic decisions because you're seeking some kind of answer. Maybe you feel like, you know what, enough's enough, I'm feeling so hurt, I want some kind of closure, and you're actually being told to sit tight. Don't act from your emotions, don't act impulsively. Instead, if you feel like this, focus on grounding your energy, and then see how you feel in the next 2, 3, 4 days. And if you still have that same feeling, and I really feel for those of you who are going to experience this, you're not going to have the same feeling, you're not going to feel as triggered, you're not going to feel that pain that might come up for you, might not feel as heavy or strong. And the reason that's happening is because you're going through this release. All of this is actually, so I'm asking where this is leading, and it's actually leading to a new beginning. So this is a new beginning in your love life. There is going to be someone coming towards you, which I will go into in a little while, but this is all helping to open up a new beginning. I actually feel you're being prepared. The beginning of December feels really significant here. I kind of feel like you're being prepared for some kind of new beginning that's going to enter around the beginning of December. Remember, this might not resonate for all, but you got the release card come out as well. So again, clarifying all of what's coming up and all what you might be feeling is actually helping you to release. And it's helping you to release things that are holding you back, things that are kind of getting in the way of you being able to experience a new beginning. You're letting go of a lot of fear as well. And I feel like through this process of this release happening, I do feel like there's going to be a lot of insight and awareness that you're going to have around yourself, your own feelings and your own triggers. And I feel like you're going to realize that a lot of the fears that you're holding in onto are actually fears that don't actually exist. They're not, there's nothing that's shown up in your life that's going to that is letting you know that you need to fear what the next steps or the outcome is going to be. What's actually happening are these are fears that you're creating in your own mind. A saying that I do say over and over again is something that I heard, that you don't fear the unknown, you fear what you think about the unknown. So I kind of get this vibe from it, that you are going to be realizing that actually a lot of the fear that you have around what's going to happen next, what's going to sort of transpire in your connection, and all the worries that you have, they're actually kind of scenarios and thoughts that you've created in your mind. So the unknown is not actually a place that you are scared of. It's not even a place that, if you've really thought about it, you don't trust. What you fear and what you don't trust is what your mind has created, the thoughts that it's created on what might happen or might not happen. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of this realization happening, and through that there's going to be this absolutely huge breakthrough. And I feel this breakthrough is actually to do with you feeling a lot more freer, you becoming a lot more stronger, you becoming a lot more, I feel like, in control of where you are when it comes to your love life, how you are responding to it, how you are moving forward to it, and in a way where I feel like it's going to be a lot more healthier, and it's going to feel a lot more healthier for you as well. With your counterpart, I was actually asking, so what's happening with them, what's coming in from them? And there seems to be a rebirth that is happening, and that rebirth seems to be happening in a shift of perspective, a shift of the way they're thinking. So what I was getting through is your counterpart is someone who thinks of the worst case scenario. There's someone who I feel like turned their back on love and relationships, not permanently. I don't feel this is them saying they never want to explore this connection or relationship with you, but I do feel like that they did develop this kind of what if negative kind of mindset around what could potentially happen here, and things could go wrong, or is it kind of worth my energy and the trouble? That's the way I'm getting these messages. And I feel like there's been a shift in the way that they're looking at this and the way that they're thinking about this, and there seems to be some kind of action coming in from them. I do feel like with this significant change that's coming in at the beginning of December is around action coming in. I feel like at first you are clearing you know, a lot of kind of, I feel like blocked, and I mean, the word they're giving me is unhealed feelings, emotions, experiences from the past that you do need to focus on releasing. But I kind of feel like you're being helped with this. You know, it's like guides are stepping in and they are helping you with this. Now, this kind of significant move and them taking action towards you in the beginning of December does seem like it's going to be a heart-to-heart conversation. So there is going to be this conversation happening between the both of you. I feel like the both of you are going to be very open and very kind of transparent with each other around how you feel. I feel like this is going to be quite an emotional conversation as well. I'm hearing, why didn't you tell me before? So I feel like this person's going to say something to you, and you're going to be saying to them, but why didn't you tell me before? Maybe it's them telling you that they've had feelings for you for, I don't know, the last 3-4 years, and they've never told you. So there's something in this where you're going to be saying to them, why didn't you tell me this before? What else can you share with me? Yeah. This is something that I feel like this conversation is really going to help you to be able to build that trust with each other again. But I also feel like there's a part of you that's going to be doubtful, and that's understandable. I feel like you've already experienced quite a lot in this connection, that doubt coming up is something that I feel is almost like a natural response. But at the same time, I'm hearing benefit of the doubt. So my guides are saying to you, give this person the benefit of the doubt, because I do feel like this heart-to-heart conversation is something that I feel like is going to be really helpful, but I feel like there's going to be a lot this person's going to be revealing. But I also feel like you're going to be revealing quite a lot as well. I kind of get the sense that you might be actually letting them know how much this has actually affected you. And I feel like it's because of that open conversation. There's going to be the way the conversations are going to be flowing, and the way you're responding to each other around what you share is what is actually helping to rebuild this trust. You got the soulmate card, so this is definitely someone who you share a soul connection with, your counterpart. But my loves, what's coming through in today's reading is, I can get that this feeling, this sense I'm getting around, your heart feeling quite heavy, and the way I'm getting this is it feels like heartache. When someone's hurt you and it feels like heartache, so it might feel quite heavy in your heart space. You might even get this feeling of you feel like crying. But the guidance for you in this is, do not be impulsive, do not just act from those emotions. Your mind might go into overdrive as well, because I kind of feel like when you have this heartache, there's going to be a lot of memories coming up. And I kind of get there's going to be this rush of memories to do with the past. And this might be to do with your counterpart. It might be to do with someone else in the past. But I just feel like there's a lot of clearing happening, and that's why all of this is almost being dragged out of you, is the way I'm getting this. So allow yourself to kind of work with those feelings by grounding and really focusing on not reacting to you know, the emotions by responding to someone, or you know, have this sudden feeling of reaching out, because what might be happening is you're responding from your own fears and your own triggers, and instead respond from a place where you are a lot more grounded, and I feel like a lot more clearer in your head as well. But it is something that's coming up to help you clear, and I feel it's because, you know, from what's coming out as well, is there does seem to be some kind of significant move that's coming in at the beginning of December. It looks like it's a heart-to-heart conversation. So there is communication coming in, whether you're in contact or not. There is communication coming in where I just feel like it's going to be a very open, transparent conversation around feelings, around you know, how the both of you feel around each other. But I also feel like kind of how this connection has maybe caused some kind of disappointments and pain in the past. But like I said, there's something being revealed here, because I'm hearing, why didn't you tell me this before? And this is you saying it. So I feel like they're revealing something. I get the sense it might be them telling you they've had feelings for you for a long time, or something to do with that. I literally saw 1111, and you're saying to them, why didn't you tell me this before? Right, my loves, that is your reading for today, and I'll see you guys back here over the next day or two for another reading.